What would be the thing that you look back on all this? What would be the thing that just pops for you as the biggest gift or lesson or epiphany from this whole journey of dealing with increasing your performance, your longevity, and all that, and helping your wife with her mental health and her neuroplasticity and all that? What's something that just pops for you that you want to share?
Yeah. First thing is that we all battle some level of trauma that can be stuck in us, like a bag of bricks that you're carrying around. If you're carrying around a lot of these bags of bricks, you feel weighed down and you don't even know what it means to feel lighter energetically. My wife and I feel so much lighter that we've done some of this trauma clearing and deep work. I got some PTSD from that whole scenario it's hard to see the clarity of thought and the clarity of potential and the joy you can have when you've been carrying some stuff that you're comfortable with. Many of us go through life just comfortable with this negative weight. And you can sometimes see it in people's lives where it's almost like a cloud has been hanging over them energetically or vibrationally. But they're supposed to be filled with light. I see it at my Rewired retreats where we do certain plant medicines, NLP and breathwork and meditation. People enter feeling heavy and looking heavy. And after the first night, it's like they got a sparkle in their eye. By day 2 and 3, their whole face is shining. They're full of vibrancy and this joy that they've maybe never even accessed before. And so when I look at some of these, let's call them consciousness expanding supplements or plant medicines, the ability, when they're safely used and guided and respected as the powerful tool that they are, they're neutral, they literally help your brain tap into ranges and your nervous system. Ranges of possibility, especially on the higher level of joy, shedding scarcity, shedding trauma, shedding wounds and stories and limiting beliefs. They help you tap into this higher state of self that you've maybe always known was there for you, but you had no idea how to get there. And for me personally, as a guy, I was emotionally cut off. I didn't know how to connect with my heart on an intimate level. And now I might not have a super highway yet like my wife has, but I have at least a 2-lane road now. And there's an exit ramp for me to get there. Versus before, it was like I was driving by Disney World and I'm like, everybody's having fun over there. How do I get over there? But there's no exit ramp for me. My wife was complaining for years. You're emotionally shut off. I can't connect with you emotionally. Now she can. And now it's a really beautiful season that if we didn't go through that season and have to explore some of these, let's call them consciousness expanding supplements, I would have never accessed higher parts of myself.
Wow. Have you tried iboga?
I have not tried that yet. I hear it's pretty great though. I've basically done psilocybin, MDMA, sassafras, and Kana, which is you can buy as a supplement, and it's a mood elevating substance as well. And then 5-MeO. I've done that. I haven't done a full ayahuasca journey yet. We've had ayahuasca in some of the blends that I've taken, but that's next year. I'm going to do some ayahuasca. So
how about Bufo?
Head down and purge whatever's there.
Anything about that?
Actually, in the 5-MeO, we did Bufo too. I didn't love it. That was probably one of my least favorite ones. It's not bad, but I'm not yearning to do it again.
So in answer to your question, I have done nothing.
Oh yeah,
I've done prayer. Yeah. I've had psychedelic experiences.
I've done a lot of prayer too. If it doesn't call you, then if you don't feel drawn to it, no big deal, right? We were in a desperate situation, and this had the most promise and delivered the results we had hoped for.
Amazing. Do you do ice baths, infrared saunas, and all that biohacking stuff?
Yeah, a couple of times a month, I'll do a cold plunge. We have a membership. We do a hormone clinic as well. Our hormones were out of whack after that season. I do cryotherapy, cold plunge, sauna, or infrared as well. We have infrared devices at home, like a face mask and another tool. And then, but I'm not religious of doing it every day or 3 times a week like some people. I'll do it a couple times a month, 2 to 4 times a month typically.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, cold showers though every day since Tony Robbins days.
Nice.
So I'm 8 years into that.
That counts. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not just for health, it's for your mindset, for your willingness to try things that are not easy. I know that there's 26 different flow triggers or whatever, according to Stephen Kotler. And I realized I can just pray for it. I was tracking my blood glucose levels, had the device on my back of my arm, right? The continuous glucose monitor. I was tired and my blood sugar level had crashed. It was well into the red. So I'm like, oh, I really don't want to have to get up and eat something or drink something. Please, God, just correct it for me. And then I fell back asleep. And guess what happened when I checked the monitor in the morning? Sure enough, it was up into the black.
Yeah. Glucose monitors are great.
It's not just mind over matter. It's like miracles, what you're meant to experience. So if you just believe in, have faith in God and how this reality is driven by Him, and the idea allowing God to override, that's like a system override. Physics is subservient to the creator. It might not make sense for a diehard atheist, but it works. Can't deny the results. I looked at the graph in the morning on my tracking, and it jumped right back into the black. I didn't do anything, just prayed.
That's crazy.
That was a pivot point for me. Okay, I'm underutilizing the power of prayer.
In leadership and entrepreneurship, recognizing that all of us likely little t or big T trauma, but the heights of our potential are dimmed if we're carrying it with us. Doing that deep work on yourselves and clearing that out, whether it's through prayer, meditation, psychedelics, somatic therapy, CBT therapy, meditation retreats, breath work, whatever works for you, but do the work to study it, to learn it, to create awareness. The best-selling Harvard Business Review article is Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself. It's a classic. At the end of the day, you look at people at the pinnacle of their potential, LeBron James in the sports world, or Tom Brady, or in the business world, Steve Jobs. They knew how to manage themselves to get the best from themselves. Something we are becoming more aware of in today's world is mental health and trauma. It's okay to talk about it and work on releasing it so that you can be at your highest and best self. And it feels great as you do so.
Yeah, for somebody who's unfamiliar with breath work and the power of it, you can release a lot of DMT just through doing intentional breath work exercises. I have a whole episode talking about this with Curtis Thomas, but do you have a particular modality of breath work that you recommend?
I like Dr. Andrew Will's 4-4-4 method. It's 4 seconds to breathe in, hold
box
it,
breathing.
release, box breathing. Also, there's the yoganic fast breath, dragon breath, as they call it. That's really cool. There's some other, Wim Hof obviously has some great, I've done a bunch of them, and I found different purposes and experiences with all of them, and they all have their different effect. A longer breath work session, whether it's 50 minutes, can give you almost a psychedelic and euphoric experience.
I've had those kind of experiences from breath work.